This Ford Mondeo has several problems. For example, the engine's knackered, it has a slow puncture, and now the stereo's packed up. Clearly, therefore, we should prioritise fixing the most critical issue, the complete lack of music. Welcome to CarSpyTV. Okay, this is a Ford 6000 CD stereo, and the problem is that only two buttons work, on, off and volume. So look, we can turn it on, like so, and the screen lights up. And now we can adjust the volume, up or down, but that's it. These buttons do nothing, those buttons do nothing, so we can't play a CD, we can't tune to a radio station, we can't adjust the settings, the whole thing is useless. That's odd, because yesterday the stereo worked perfectly and no one's messed with it since. The question now is, can we fix it? And to be honest, I don't know, but there is something we can try. Specifically, let's disconnect the car's battery, wait a few minutes and then reconnect it. That should reset the stereo and maybe it will just work. You never know. So we need a tool to get that thing off, and the tools are in that Nissan Primera. Well, that's one mystery solved. I've been looking for that jumper. I could do with it actually. It's not particularly warm today. So we need a spanner. What size do you think? Normally 10mm, isn't it? We'll try 10mm, which is 8, 9, 10. That one. Right, so that's definitely the negative terminal. So let's give the Mondeo a few minutes to reset, and while it does that, I need to tighten the screws on this camera tripod because one of the legs keeps slowly collapsing, and that continues. Sooner or later, that camera is going to end up on the floor in a million pieces, and that would not be fun. That tripod needs a little more attention than I initially thought, so we'll put that aside for now and get the Mondeo's battery back on. Turn the spanner around the right way, that will help. And now we'll see if our situation with the stereo has improved. So let's turn the stereo on just to make sure we've got power, and it should ask us for a code. Fingers crossed. Yes, we have power and it is asking for a code. Now, as I recall, that code is among the paperwork that came with the car. I don't think it's in there, though. So let's see what else we've got. That is a Ford key card thing. Important but not relevant. What's this? Safety advice. Go away. Audio guide. Okay. Cross your fingers. Yes, there we are. Code 0504. This is the moment of truth. Enter the code and see if the stereo works. So 0. Oh, hang on. Okay. The buttons aren't working, so we can't enter the code. Well, that's a pain. I tell you what, let's take the stereo out the dashboard and see if that helps us. Now, this isn't a detailed how-to video explaining how to remove this stereo, but in summary, we need 4 keys. Can you see those? And each key goes into a slot in the corner. We'll start with top right. And maybe the problem is that one of these buttons is permanently stuck on, thus overriding all the others and causing the issue we're having. Or maybe we've got some corrosion on the terminals at the back. I don't know. I'm just hoping to see something that indicates what the problem is. Well, I didn't think there would be, but there's no obvious corrosion on these contacts on the back of the stereo or indeed on the plugs in the dashboard. I'll show you. There we are. Oh, that thing is absolutely clean and corrosion free. In fact, it looks brand new, unlike the rest of the car. Oh, that one's okay too. See that? And indeed the back of the stereo looks absolutely fine as well. No horrendous corrosion in there. But I do wonder if we can get the front off. The further we go into this, the less optimistic I feel that we're going to find a solution. But never mind. Let's persist. Well, I think it's fair to say that things have escalated. Yeah. Good news. Despite appearances, we're making progress. Have a look at this. So the stereo is now partially reinstalled, although it is still in many pieces, but the key point is that we can now enter the code, albeit with some difficulty. So let's have a go. So the code is, do you remember? It was, oh, hang on, that rubber thing's not lined up right. There we go. The code is 0, see it's working, 05, and then it's another 0, which is there, and now we need a 4, and now we can enter the code. Where's the button gone? It's that one. That's an improvement. Now, if we look at this rubber pad that sits between these buttons, those buttons, and the green circuit board, we can see that it is rather grubby, which won't be helping our case. So let's give that a good clean with electrical contact cleaner. It's over there. Now, despite the progress we're making here, this is not a done deal. There's no guarantee that this stereo will work when we put it back together. So it's still cross your fingers time. I tell you what, reassembling this thing is a monumental pain in the neck. The stereo is now back together and reinstalled, so let's double check it still works. It's come on as it did before, but look, yes, these other buttons now operate exactly as they should. So we can do all kinds of strange mythical things, such as listening to CDs and who knows what else. Ugh. Anyway, I would play you a song, but I can't because it's all copyrighted. Never mind though, it's fixed. There's rarely any rest here at CarSpyTV. I've now got to finish adjusting this tripod. So, while I do that, don't forget to subscribe to CarSpyTV. That makes it easier to find my other content. Can you also please do me a favour and click like on this video, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.